Good evening, and thank you for joining us for a truly extraordinary live television event that has ignited the music world and sent shockwaves through social media. Tonight, we bring you an exclusive, in-depth account of a performance that redefined what it means to debut on one of the largest stages in entertainment. We're speaking, of course, about 22-year-old singer-songwriter Benson Boone and his unforgettable appearance on the May 3rd episode of Saturday Night Live, where he didn't just sing his heart out, he quite literally flipped the script by flipping over the head of host Quinta Brunson. From the moment the lights dimmed in Studio 8H at Rockefeller Plaza, anticipation crackled in the air. Audiences at home and in the studio alike sensed something magical was about to happen. Boone, who has swiftly become one of music's most electrifying new talents, was no stranger to large crowds. He had already sold out theaters across the country and captured the hearts of fans with his debut album, Root Beer Float, and chart-topping single Beautiful Things. But nothing could prepare viewers for the explosive combination of acrobatics, stagecraft, and lyrical poignancy that awaited them during the live broadcast. Boone's entrance was cinematic in its simplicity and boldness. Clad in a vibrant purple button-down shirt and hot pink pants that accentuated his youthful energy and fearlessness, he appeared center stage in a soft spotlight. The camera panned across his face, marked by determination and an almost playful glint in his eyes, and then zoomed out to reveal host Quinta Brunson standing to his right, a look of genuine excitement lighting up her expression. Without a beat, the live band struck the opening chords of Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else, the lead single of Boone's highly anticipated sophomore album, American Heart. Almost immediately, Boone broke free from the confines of traditional stage presence. As the guitar riff tearfully gave way to his resonant verse, he sprinted toward Brunson, then planted his hands firmly on the floor and vaulted himself into a textbook front flip, launching his feet over her head in a move that seemed to defy physics and perfectly underscored the line he then sang, "I've been living in a world that ain't mine." The collective gasp from the studio audience was deafening, captured by ambient mics and transmitted through television speakers across the nation. Landing smoothly on his feet, Boone threw his head back for a heartbeat, letting out a triumphant shout that flowed seamlessly into the song's opening lyric. His voice rang with both vulnerability and revived confidence, delivering lyrics about heartbreak and self-discovery with a raw intensity that was palpable. As he glided across the stage toward the band, his purple shirt flapped behind him like wings, an apt visual metaphor for the freedom he was both singing about and embodying. Behind him, the Saturday Night Live house band laid down a thunderous beat punctuated by crisp snare hits and shimmering synth flourishes. A spotlight followed Boone's every move, painting him as a solitary figure at war with his emotions. When he reached center stage, he paused, planting one foot forward and stretching out an arm toward the audience as if challenging them to feel every word. "I'm not sorry, but I'm here for someone else." The stage lights haloed him in gold, then abruptly shifted to a deep red, echoing the song's emotional pivot from regret to acceptance. Each subsequent verse heightened the drama. Boone dropped to one knee, headset mic grazing the floor, then rose in time with the beat, his voice cascading up the scale through the chorus. Between vocal runs, he threw in subtle dance steps, toe tips flicking and arms slicing through the air, merging the worlds of contemporary pop and street-style choreography. In that fleeting fusion, viewers witnessed an artist expanding the boundaries of live performance. The bridge of the song introduced this most poignant moment. Holding the mic in both hands and closing his eyes, Boone whispered a near a cappella confession. "I thought I lost you, but I found myself." As that line drifted into silence, the orchestra softened to a mere heartbeat, a single bass drum thumping like a pulse in a quiet room. Then in a flash of stagecraft, the lights exploded into a constellation of moving beams, punctuated by strobe accents that synchronized with the final soaring chorus. Boone's voice reached its apex, crackling with emotion and power, while he executed two more flips in rapid succession, each landing cleaner than the last. As the final note resonated through Studio 8H, the audience rose in a unified ovation. Producers, staff, band members, and celebrity guest watchers alike leaping from their seats. The camera cut to Quinta Brunson in the front row. Her jaw dropped and hands clasped together, embodiment of the collective astonishment at Boone's display. Then cutting back to Boone himself, the gratitude on his face was unmistakable. A broad grin, eyes glistening, as he breathed deeply, soaking in every second. But the night was far from over. After a swift set change for one of SNL's signature sketches, Boone re-emerged in a sleek black bomber jacket with neon trim, signaling a shift in mood for his second number. This time, he performed Mystical Magical, a song that teased at the otherworldly themes of his upcoming album. The stage was bathed in swirling indigo and electric blue lights, creating a dreamlike atmosphere as Boone tapped into the song's hypnotic rhythms. Opening with an ethereal vocal run, Boone drifted across the stage as if suspended, his voice buoyant and airy against the propulsive bass line. He moved between the band's drummer and keyboardist, interacting with each musician and pulling the energy toward him like an unseen magnet. In a signature move, Boone leapt onto a speaker stack with the ease of an acrobat, then gracefully descended to the stage, his feet barely touching the wood before he sprinted forward, arms extended as though inviting the audience into the swirling dreamscape of the song. The audience, still buzzing from his first performance, responded with an even louder roar. Social media commentators watching in real time raced to capture every angle. Split screen shot of Boone's first flip, reaction cam of the live band, behind the scenes glimpse of stagehands high-fiving Everett, the choreographer. On TikTok, the hashtag 12 Benson Boone SNL exploded, racking up millions of views within an hour as fans stitched Boone's performance to their own tandem flips, lip-sync challenges, and heartfelt covers of Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else. Even celebrities got in on the action. John Legend reposted a clip quipping, "When your boy drops flips and melodies on SNL," while Billie Eilish wrote, "Absolute unit of talent." Back in the studio as Boone finished the final chorus of Mystical Magical, he struck a triumphant pose. Feet apart, chest forward, one hand raised high as if to hold the glittering light above him. His final note held, echoing around the hall like a promise that this was only the beginning of a career that would continue to surprise and inspire. Off-camera, music industry insiders were already drafting new contracts. Radio stations reported record. Spins increasing by 200% for Boone's catalog. Streaming platforms saw massive spikes in listeners adding Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else to curated live performance playlists. Marketing executives eyed apparel lines and performance sponsorships, sensing that Boone's blend of acrobatics and vocals could drive a new wave of experiential live events. From Boone's perspective, the SNL performance was the fulfillment of a long-held dream. We're reminded that, just weeks earlier, on April 11th, Boone had stormed the Coachella stage to announce his second studio album, American Heart. In that sun-drenched desert set, he revealed cover art that would become instantly iconic. Boone, shirtless and defiantly vulnerable, stands before an American flag, chest heaving with emotion, eyes burning with conviction. In a candid interview with Rolling Stone, he confessed, "I've never believed so much in a body of work than I have in American Heart." That declaration carried extra weight when he stood in front of the live SNL band, guitar slung over his back, flipping through the air. Critics lauded the performance as a benchmark in live television, praising Boone's technical skill, artistic vision, and willingness to take risks. A leading music magazine wrote, "Boone didn't just perform live on SNL, he redefined it." A veteran SNL alum remarked anonymously to an entertainment column, "We've seen big names try to bring flash and fail. Boone brought authenticity wrapped in showmanship, and that's rare." As for Boone's album release, American Heart is set to arrive on June 20th, poised to become one of the summer's defining records. With singles like Mystical Magical and Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else already charting, the LP promises a complex exploration of heartbreak, resilience, and self-discovery, an artistic journey matched by Boone's literal journey through the air on that fateful SNL night. Tonight's spectacle reminds us that in an age of social media filters and digital enhancement, there remains something powerful about genuine live artistry. Benson Boone's SNL debut wasn't just a performance, it was a proclamation that live music still holds the power to amaze, to challenge, and to unite us in wonder. His flips off the ground and into our hearts mirrored the emotional flips we all experience on the path to growth and healing. As the applause from Studio 8H fades into our television speakers, we're left with a single resonant truth. Benson Boone has arrived, and he's flipping out audiences, critics, and expectations alike, one breathtaking performance at a time. And as he returns to the wings, catching his breath and preparing for the next chapter of American Heart, we'll be here to witness every note, every flip, and every moment of magic. Thank you for joining us this evening. Until next time, keep your hearts open and your spirits ready for the next unforgettable act.